You are the man. Okay, cool. We're recording it now. Okay, awesome. So yeah, so for gold, there's no question about it. We're in an uptrend, meaning uptrend structure. So seeing this, which happened like many days ago, is like last week or something, we broke out of this little box of contraction, excuse me. And once we broke out of that, like it just supported everything on the daily. I've covered this in the first Zoom class as well, where we broke out of this structure. So when price comes back, all I'm looking for is a H4 or H1 bullish OB to buy from. And now we're just extremely bullish. I'm really just targeting, like for tomorrow, for example, I may not even get an opportunity to enter on the trade tomorrow because price is already gunning for these highs right here, 2012 highs. That's beautiful. But coming back to what we did today, okay, I want to be really objective with this. So what trades did we take today, or at least did I take today? So there was a Euro JPY trade that I did not take, but it was 100% valid. And that was, I believe, from somewhere down here. So I'm going to find out from where exactly, and where the target would really be would be at these highs here. So yeah, where could you have potentially gotten in, right? So first of all, why are we buying? Simple, because when I looked at the weekly, I could see that liquidity was taken from the bottom, right? So all of the liquidity from here and here, it was grabbed, but I'm not really focusing on the liquidity when I'm explaining this. I'm focusing on the structure. If you guys focus on this, we have a structural break to the upside on the weekly. And yes, we do have ourselves a bearish order block on the monthly. Right here, if I were to draw this for you guys, this would be a bearish order block on the monthly. But when I look at structure gunning for a certain area and it closes, right? So when I look at this on the weekly, and it closes above, it's telling me that price wants to go there. You know, it may have hit a bearish order block, sure, but that just means that it's going to retrace to get more seller side liquidity to hit back up in that direction that it broke structure on. And I can show you guys this happening over and over again. If you guys were to pull up your charts right now, if you can, go to GBP JPY, look at the weekly time frame, and you can see how price is gunning upwards, because on the weekly time frame we have bullish structure. Okay, so bullish structure on the weekly time frame, beautiful. Taking a look at the daily. So daily, what's the most recent level of I guess you could say in retail terms resistance, right? So it's this little area right here where if I were to look down on the H4, you can see price went up, went down, right? So it's sort of reversed. You can see price came up here, reverse came up here, reverse came down, reversed, broke above. So on the daily, this was already my buy zone. I had an initial buy over here, which now would be just crazy profits, but I didn't hold that, unfortunately. Should have been disciplined. But you can see over here on the daily how when that pushed down on the H4, how that looks like is a gun to the top and then a reversal and then a break above, right? So how do I consider this bullish? Okay, simple, super simple. I'm looking at the daily. I'm looking at these little down candles, which are actually daily bullish order blocks, right? Or daily resistances that if we are continuing upwards, which we should be seeing because of the weekly, I want to see them disrespected. What's the definition of disrespected? Market structure that disrespected. I want to see a candlestick, the body of it, close above. Do I see that? Yes, I do. So I'm hitting down to the lower time frames, and this is all I'm doing, right? I'm looking for bullish order blocks for me to buy from. Now, what do I see here? How many bullish order blocks do I have? I have one right here. All right. And why do I, and again, how do I just mark out one like that? Why not this one, right? This is the thing I'm talking about. When you can identify engulfing candlesticks, that's another thing. How do you identify engulfing candlesticks? A lot of people have been asking this. I'll get into that in a second. Like, what's my definition of engulfing candlestick? We also have mitigation OB. Yeah, probably, man. Probably. I'm sure we do. Right. I'm just focusing on the order block though. Yeah, right here. We do. I got you, man. So what is an engulfing order block, right? So, I mean, engulfing candlestick, it's literally just what you're seeing on retail trader, like channels on YouTube and stuff like that, except they are using it, in my personal opinion, in the most least efficient way. So none of these I consider engulfings. I consider, man, do they not have a proper engulfing? Like this, I guess, worst case scenario, like this, where the candle in the bearish instance, you have the candle break the highs and the lows, engulfing basically the entirety of the previous candle. I don't like this example. What I'm going to do is actually show you guys proper chart examples of it. So when you look at your chart, you're able to see it, right? So for example, if I were to point you guys right here, wouldn't this be a H4 bullish engulfing? Why? Because this candle right here has the body close above the previous one, and well, it engulfs the entire thing. Just think retail trader engulfing candlestick, except you are not using it to buy once you see it close. Okay, you're buying here. No, I'm waiting for a retracement back inside. In this case, price never retraces. That happens, right? But in this case, take a look at this. Don't you have a retail trader bullish engulfing? Yes, you do. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a retracement back inside for me to buy. Why am I buying? Because weekly structure says to buy. Also, daily structure says to buy. Okay, that's the thing. So this is what I would use as a bullish engulfing candlestick, because it's just so easy for me to look at, right? Instead of me, like, for example, instead of me finding something like this, which is also an order block, by the way. This is also an order block. Instead of me looking at something like this, why can't I look at an engulfing candlestick? Because it's just so much easier to my eyes. Okay, so if I were to just mark out all the engulfings here, I'm going to go and do that right now. Okay, that's one. Here is another one. And again, we're looking at bullish engulfing. Why are we looking at bullish engulfing? Because we are bullish. The structure is bullish. So we're going to look for bullish engulfing, find the candle that got engulfed, wait for a pullback inside, and then buy using your QM, your bullish QM on M1, M5, M15, whatever you're comfortable with. And you can see this works so religiously. Comes back inside, you buy. Comes back inside, you buy. So for example, how would I have played this one, right? So this on the daily here. Pay attention here. We have a break above. What? NYT. Okay. We have a break above. I'm waiting for a pullback, right? So when I see this break, this candle here, I'm not entering anything. I just know that tomorrow, okay, tomorrow, I want to see a retracement down, and there's going to be some bullish OB inside here for me to buy from, okay? Am I right? Let's see whether I'm correct or I'm talking absolute horseshit, okay? So I'm marking this area. This is, let's just say this was Monday. Just hypothetically, this was Monday. So Tuesday, I'm going to look for a retracement. No buys over here. I'm going to look for a retracement and buys inside here. How do I know where to buy? Okay, let's find out. So this was Monday, yeah? Guess what price presents us with? Bullish engulfing candlestick, am I right? So what am I doing? I'm marking out my bullish engulfing candlestick. If I want to, let's say I'm not so confident with this risk, I want to make it more refined. I go down to H1, right? And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to find for either normal order blocks. You guys know your normal order blocks, of course. But if you get an engulfing, choose the engulfing one. Trust me, it's the most efficient order block because it comes with a FVG already. Like some other order blocks, they don't come with a FVG, but engulfing order blocks most of the time come with a FVG depending on the next candle. So you can see here, there's FVG, which is a pocket of liquidity right into your bullish order block. Price comes down. Let's see what price does. So hopefully it can print M5. Okay, beautiful. What do you say? What do you mean what? Okay, so H4.
Nothing.
Sorry?
Nothing.
Okay. So what I want to see is price come inside my zone and then do a bullish QM, and then I will buy. In this case, I don't see anything on the M5 where I can buy from, right? So I'm just seeing the QM like this. I'm seeing a lower low, which is a raid into, I don't focus on this whole raid thing. It's just, I want to see a bullish QM inside of my order block, right? So my order block was already drawn on 1 hour. So I see the start of my QM, which is the stop hunt. Now I'm focusing on this to be stop hunted. Am I right? So I'm focusing on this to be, not stop hunted, sorry. I'm focusing on this to have a bullish BMS, right? What's a bullish BMS? I want to see a candle body close above, which means that is my sign of strength. That tells me that this order block here, which was drawn on the H1, there's some strength coming from it, right? So when price flies up and it breaks this, I'm like, okay, when price comes back down here, I want to buy. Where do I buy from? You can either look at the 5-minute, focus on the last down candle. This is for the new guys. Focus on the last down candle before the push up, before the break of structure. What's the last down candle? This one, right? If you focus back, price never comes inside. Okay, no worries. Let's go to a higher time frame and see. If we miss this entry, there is 100% always going to be another entry. Okay, you take a look at the 15-minute, you would have missed this entry. No worries. So what could you have done? And the market's always going to do this. Sometimes you're not going to have the ideal entry. Look at this. Price missed all the way here, right? All of this was missed. Okay, no problem. So I'm looking again, recent price action. How can I jump in on this trade? I've already missed the trade. Okay. So I'm going to find the order block. Let me go to session breaks. Okay. So this is the new day. This was the Tuesday, right? I told you I'm waiting for a pullback. Here, sad. We missed the trade. But I'm going to mark this entire thing just to show you guys that this was yesterday's bullish order block. Okay. I'm going to go down to H1. and I'm going to find an area for me to buy from. So for example, inside this whole area, we can buy, but we need to buy using a QM. And I just showed you guys, there was nothing. Look, price comes down, it doesn't even touch. We missed, right? Guess what happens the next day? So today is, what day is it today, bro? Like Thursday or some shit. I don't know. Okay. What happened on Wednesday? Wednesday, look at what happened here. Can you see this last down candle? And then market closed, right? So focus here, right? We missed all this trade. We're sad we missed this trade. Okay, no worries. Look at what happened next. Can you see there's this last down candle before the break of structure here? There's this last down candle. And there's also one here. So I'm going to draw it, right? So let's say we were in the real markets now. We're going to draw this. We're going to draw this. So price can play any one of these. Price can come down here and play this one. Price can just come in here and play this one, right? So I look at the 4 hour. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is also what? What's this on the 4 hour? Pay attention. This is bullish engulfing on the 4 hour, right? So if price comes inside here, I would love to buy, but it doesn't. I know on the 1 hour, there's another bullish OB, not engulfing, but it's another bullish OB. Bro, probably, man. I just don't focus on like liquidity void, but you're right. It's probably liquidity void, man. I'm just like saying like, yeah, bro, probably, right? So when I look at this, I'm looking at the last down candles before the surge up. This is the last down candle before the push up. Last down candle before the push up. Last down candle before the push up. The day closed here. So price can play from anything. That's why I always say you don't just snipe straight away from the order block. In my opinion, you should wait for a QM. That's just my opinion, right? So when price comes inside here, which was yesterday this happened, okay? Price came inside here. Again, we're looking for buys because every time frame says to look for buys, right? I'm heading down to M15, M5, M1, and I'm looking for my bullish QM, right? Why am I looking for my bullish QM inside here? Simple, because this is my H1 bullish order block. If it's H4 bullish order block, okay, you draw your zone, you wait for price to come inside, H4, H1, whatever it is, and you wait for your QM to happen. What is a bullish QM? Beautiful question. So this guy's new. Awesome. So the QM pattern is this, bro. Next, after this Zoom session, I would like you to go to the offshore group chat, right? And click on the pin messages. Like they explain it way better than me. What a QM is. So a QM pattern is like this, okay? So this is a bullish QM. And then you get your bullish BMS. And then you are finding what is the order block, the last down move here before the bullish BMS. And then you are waiting for price to come back down, right? Inside here, you buy here, stop loss below. Now let's test that theory. You see this? I'm waiting for RTO here to push up, yeah? This is smart money. Yeah. This is smart money concepts for sure, bro. So this is the QM pattern. Again, this is very ugly. Okay, but this is a bullish QM pattern, okay? So you want to look for this pattern inside of an OB. Okay, so which is our OB here? Let's follow the rules. Which is our OB here? H1. Okay, so now price is coming inside. It can fail and it can come down here too. Point is, we want to look for the reaction. Okay, the chart's getting messy. I'm just gonna focus here, okay? When price comes inside, all we're looking for, we're not buying nothing. We're just looking for our bullish QM, okay? Let's see whether we have it. Price goes blah, 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 comes back down. Can you guys see the similarity here? Down, down, lower low, lower low, right? Now, this is the most important step of the QM. You want to see this bullish BMS. Okay, so let's take it here, right? You want to see this break here. Bro, I got to go. Please send your recording. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you want to see this BMS, bullish BMS, right? So if I focus here, you see this? I have it here. SH, done. Okay, step one, done. Beautiful. Now, what's my step two? I want to see, right after this, I want to see a break of this structure. Why this structure? Because for those of you guys who are new to QM, because if you think about it, this is the structure that caused this stop hunt, right? Think about it. Price came down here. There was bullish structure. Price reversed up. Price reversed up. There was sellers, so resistance, bearish structure. Price reversed down. Price reversed down. It did the stop hunt. Okay. There was bullishness here, bullish structure. Price went up to break this structure here. Why this structure? Again, why? Because this is the structure that caused the stop hunt. Okay, so we use that concept. Find the structure that caused the stop hunt, right? Went up. This was the last turning point, came back down. Beautiful. If you guys want a better example here, price came up. What was the last reversal point before the stop hunt? This was the last reversal point. Okay, we got it. Beautiful. So I mark this. What do I want to see next? I want to see my candle close above, right? Do I see my candle close above? Beautiful. I see that. What am I waiting for now? Now you can use your buy limit. Now you can go and freaking have coffee with your friends. Use your buy limit. No worries. How do you use your buy limit? Okay, this is the thing. You already have the most important steps already there. Now it's just your entry. Okay, so what are the steps? Step one, you want to see a stop hunt inside of your OB. So now you have H1 OB, H4 OB, whatever. You want to see a stop hunt inside that. Do you get that? Boom, step one done. What's step two? Step two, you want to find what is the structure that created the stop hunt. You have this here. What is step two? You want to see the structure be broken. Bullish BMS. You have that? Step two done. What's step three? Step three is the most important thing for entry. Okay. Step three is you want to find the last down candle, because this is a bullish example, right? So change the scenario for sells. You want to find the last bearish candle before it caused this break of structure. So if I look here, this is a bearish candle, right? But right after this, did price straight away come to break this? No. Price came up here, reversed, came down, and then right after this last bearish candle, we had the BMS. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to find the last bearish candle before this BMS, and I'm going to highlight it. Okay, I have it highlighted. Now, all I'm going to do, I'm going to place my buy limit here at this last bearish candle before the push up, my buy limit. My stop loss where? My stop loss is right below the stop hunt. So if you think about it, my entry is like this. My entry is going long position here. And this on the 5 minute, by the way. Where's the stop hunt? This is the stop hunt, right? Having my entry like this. And take profit is, I'll show you guys the take profit later. I'm just gonna, okay. There was a SMS on EJ, this QM type 2, 100%, but people don't know that, right? You know that for sure. Awesome, man. This is QM type 2. What is QM type 2? You see a SH, you see a shift in market structure. You see it comes up, reverses, shift in market structure. Now you just focus on this. You just focus on this. I don't want to confuse it, because the type 2 QM, for those of you guys wondering, what the heck are they talking about? Type 2 QM and all that shit. Watch the Zoom webinars. Okay, I have sent a link to the chat. Watch the Zoom webinars. I talk about all that shit there. Okay, so, but yeah, bro. Yeah, you're just telling them. Exactly, man. Exactly. Hey, sorry to jump in on your speak. If it is possible, please tell how to know if the institutional order flow is bullish or bearish. All I focus on is on weekly structure, daily structure. That's it. If I look at liquidity, okay, so let me answer that question really quickly. If I were to look at liquidity now, right? I don't even focus on like, oh, you know, it took liquidity from the seller side. So it's just a confluence for me. When I see this, where's liquidity? There's liquidity here. There's liquidity here. There's liquidity here. If I see, and this on the monthly, right? Not M1 or something. If I see price did a stop run, this liquidity here, right? Price did a stop hunt. Okay. And it also took liquidity from here and here. And then over here, I see a bullish break of structure on daily, 4 hour, weekly, those kind of time frames. Then I am bullish. Okay. RTOQM. Yo, what's up, Kamran? Yeah, RTOQM. Yeah. Okay. So if I were to look at this, again, where's the liquidity? The liquidity is here. 1, 2, 3. And now we have a stop hunt, right? So I'm just focusing here, right? Let's delete this. This liquidity here, I have a stop hunt, right? Then I want to look for lower time frame bullish break of structure. And I know, okay, so we've taken liquidity again. Why would you want the market to continue down if the liquidity has been taken? Yes, market can continue here too. But if the market is showing strength after it's taken previous monthly low, previous weekly low, previous daily low, then you want to go in that direction, right? But you don't just want to blindly follow it. Like some people were buying or whatever on EU just because it took the previous daily low. But I'm talking about, what if EU was bearish? Would you still go for a buy just because it took the previous daily high or low? You have to follow what the higher time frames say. Avi sells his body on the daily. To you, my guy. Okay, so when I look at this, right? Again, I'm just focusing on what's happening right now, bro. I don't even like, I'm just telling you guys how I trade. I'm not telling you guys how offshore trades. No, I'm telling you guys how I trade, okay? So I'm seeing this bullish BMS on the weekly. Done, okay? I'm bullish for now. All I'm looking for is for retracement buys. That's it. Next, I have my retracement. How do I know price is just going to reverse? I'm not going to buy here yet, okay? I'm going to look for daily bullish BMS. Do I have daily bullish BMS? This was the start of your uptrend, by the way. You see price comes up here, creates resistance, right? Price creates resistance. I want to see a disrespect. I get a disrespect. Now price pulls back. Here, I'm going to look for some H4 bull or H1 bullish QM for me to buy the market up again, right? Again, why am I going for buys? Why am I so confident with the buys? Isn't this a bearish BMS? Yes, it's a bearish BMS. But what does weekly say? Weekly says to buy. Why? Because there's bullish structure. Okay, so coming back to this trade, coming back to how we could have entered this trade, right? Price comes inside here. I'll answer your questions later, right? So price comes inside here. I'm just going to talk about the typical QM. We have a SH, which is your stop hunt. We have your BMS, which is your sign of strength, meaning this H1 bullish order block here on the H1. There's strength. There's buyers ready to buy. Again, it's not 100%, but there's buyers ready to buy. Comes up, so that's the sign of strength. Now you want to fly back down to the last bearish candlestick before the break of structure. You buy here, stop loss below the stop hunt, this stop hunt. And you want to take your profits where you want to take your profits. So for me, because we are bullish, I'm taking my profits at the highs, bro. Where's the next point of liquidity? Up here, right? So I'm going to take my settings tool, calculate the coordinates, and you don't even have to calculate shit. They've done it for you. So this is my buy. This would have been your take profit. And I know you guys are thinking, oh, it looks so good because it's on hindsight, right? It's hindsight trading. I'll show you guys how, in fact, even as you got the trade on gold for 150 pips while only barely risking 20 pips, which is mad. So hold on, bro. Whose freaking mic is that? Yo, I'm just gonna, y'all mics, bro. I swear to God. Okay. So yeah, so here, for example, in this trade, we are risking 15 pips, okay, for a target of 122 pips, right? Whether or not this reaches, you would have taken your partials. What did I say in the previous Zoom session? Make your trade risk-free at 20 pips, make your trade risk-free. This is just how I do it, okay? 20 pips, risk-free your trade. So move your SL to break even, done. 30 pips, secure 20% of your position, okay, and let the rest run. 50 pips, secure 50% of your remaining position, and then the rest just let them run, break even, like risk-free, just let them run. I don't do like the, how do I say, like trailing stop loss. You can do that, but I just don't do the whole trailing stop loss thing. So this is where I would take my profits if I were to have bought here, right? Why? Simply because weekly has created a high. Can you guys see that? Weekly has created a high. So what are we looking for? We are looking for a low, and then we're looking for a higher high, right? We have a high, a low, and isn't this low a higher low? So this is just a typical uptrend. Like you go on YouTube and you type trader Nick, right? He's going to tell you how to freaking identify an uptrend. This is how you do it, right? So you have a low, higher high than this high, and you have a higher low. So there's bullish momentum, bullish structure, bullish structure is what you have. So yeah, this would have been a 15 pip SL for 122 pips that hasn't actually triggered yet. And more focusing on RR, you are risking 1% of your account for a 7% gain. And that's crazy. Anything above 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio is crazy. Nah, I'm not smart, bro. I'm short, bro. I'm 5'7". I'm not smart. 180 pips correction. Ooh, where 180 pips, bro? Do I have something wrong? I mean, if you were to have bought it from where I bought it down here, then yeah, you would have been in like over 200 pips, bro. Oh, your gold one? Yeah. So yeah, this would be, I'm talking about the Euro JPY, right? So this was how we would have taken a quick rerun, just really quick rerun, okay? Why are we buying? Real quick, why are we buying? Bullish structure, am I right? Another reason for buying, because the weekly says so. Weekly bullish structure, am I right? Okay, so I'm gonna jot this down once. I'm not gonna do it for any of the other examples because we only have 40 minutes for this thing, and I want people to, you know, catch on, because people are hearing this every single time I go on a Zoom. People are hearing this whole thing. So first thing is weekly bullish structure, am I right? Second thing is, okay, daily bullish structure, am I right? Okay, so third thing is we're having what? What is this down here? We're having the pullback after the daily structure I'm talking about. We're having a pullback to H1 bullish OB, am I right? Isn't this a bullish OB? This could be one as well. As I said, you're not focusing on the thing. A zone is just a zone. I'm sorry you guys have to hear this like so many times. A zone is just a zone. What you want to look for is the reaction inside the zone. Okay? So he's smart and small because the blood gets to his brain. It also gets to my dick quicker. Like, okay, so if I were to look at this was a bullish order block, right? What I'm looking for is to create a zone out of it. Like I'm creating a zone out of this too and waiting for price to come inside. What am I looking for? Bullish QM, enter upon the RTO. What's the RTO? It's basically the return to the last bearish order block. I mean, the return to the last bearish move before that bullish BMS. Okay, I'm going to break it down. So weekly bullish structure, daily bullish structure, H1 bullish OB. Hold on, man, my keyboard, bro. So H1 bullish OB, beautiful. And then I'm seeing that M5 QM, am I not? So I'm going down to the M5, M15, whatever you're comfortable with, right? I'm fine with the M5. It looks beautiful. M5 bullish QM. This is the setup you want to look for. Okay, just like that. SH done. Again, you don't want to see some little wick coming up over here. No, you want to see a whole ass body close, bro. That's your sign of strength. That your H1 OB is ready to go up. Now, again, what's your RTO? So you have your SH BMS RTO. What's your RTO? The last down candle before this break of structure. Mark the bitch out, enter right here, stop loss below, and you're done. So what are the things again? So H1 bullish OB, sure thing. Next, M5 bullish QM, enter upon the retracement, you're done. That's it. So we have 10 minutes left for this session. I'll start some new sessions. Please tell me for which higher time frame liquidity run do you look for? Do you look for which time frame BMS, SMS? I mean, if you see weekly liquidity run, do you look for daily or H4? If it is monthly, you look for time frame and so forth, so on. Okay, I'm just telling you like all the things I do. So far, okay, so far what have I jotted down? That's all I'm doing. That's literally all I'm doing. I don't want to overcomplicate it because let me tell you something. Trading is not easy, but I can guarantee you that trading is simple, bro. If you make it simple, if you have just these few rules, look at what I'm looking at, bro. Just weekly bullish structure. That's it. I've never talked about liquidity. Weekly bullish structure. Number 2, daily bullish structure. Number 3, it's a pullback. It's a pullback and I enter. That's it. That's all I did. If you want to look at and make sure you explain upcoming setups, probably in the next Zoom, bro, because we only have 10 minutes left, right? So that's all I'm looking at. Okay, if you want to talk liquidity, let's talk liquidity. We took liquidity from the previous lows on the weekly, right? So what am I looking for? As I told you, you want to see that bullish BMS, am I right? So where's the liquidity stop run? Okay, let me answer all of your questions. Where's the liquidity stop run on the weekly? Here, right? Price got stopped out. Okay, beautiful. What am I looking for? Daily H4. Usually I'd like to look for, if I'm talking about weekly liquidity runs, I'd love to look for daily bullish breaks. Now I know Azmir is like, oh shit, I'm seeing everything right here. Yep, this is your bullish QM on the daily. Why is this a bullish QM on the daily? It's a sign of strength. Remember what I told you, you want to see a sign of strength after your liquidity run. Okay, I don't focus on liquidity, but it's very important. Liquidity is. I'm seeing the sign of strength. How am I seeing the sign of strength? I'm seeing this SH. So there's bearish structure, bearish structure, right? And all I'm focusing on is to look for the most recent bearish structure. Beautiful, bro. You got. Looking for the recent bearish structure that gets disrespected. What is the recent bearish structure that gets disrespected? There's bearish structure here, but this is the most recent one. The most recent resistance here comes down. Guess what happens here? One solid, beautiful candle breaks above it. Am I right? So what am I looking for here? I'm looking for retracements into any bullish OB on the 4-hour, whatever. Again, doesn't matter what time frame it's on. Here, nothing happens. So probably it's H1. It's not the zone I'm focused on. It's the reaction I get from the zone. What a beauty this one is. Take a look. And again, I'm not even going to look. Bullish engulfing. It just makes your eyes see it so clearly, bro. Bullish engulfing here. Then you can look for M5, M whatever, bro. Okay, bullish QM inside the zone to show you strength for going up. Okay, and you can see that even on H1, you look. There's a SH here which fails. Okay. And again, remember what I told you, look for a candle close above. Can you see this SH here? Forget this. There's a stop hunt of these lows, right? This is the structure that created the stop hunt, right? Do we get one candle's body close above this? No, we don't. We just get wicks. And let's see what happens. Now now this gets stop hunted. So where are we focusing? We are focusing on the structure that created this stop hunt, right? Why do we want to focus? We want to see a candle close above it. All right, with the body. Now what happens? We are returning down to the last bearish, this on the hourly, so that's why. The last bearish candlestick before the break of structure. You mark this whole thing out. You buy up here. When price comes down, you buy. Stop loss below. That's literally all it is. And you just repeat the same process over and over again. I'm showing you guys this because Milad, you wanted to know like what I look for after higher time frame liquidity run, right? Just daily BMS to the upside. So if let's say there's liquidity over here and price comes down to stop hunt, I'm looking for daily bullish QM. Let's say, okay, there's liquidity up here, price goes up and does daily bearish BMS. I'm going to look for retracement to the upside, pull back up, sell the market. Obviously, in this case, I won't. Why won't I do that? Because weekly is telling me to go up, bro. That's why. Okay. So that's it. That's it for EJ. I'm going to go over GJ right now. Okay. So GJ is very interesting. I'm going to start a new meeting. Okay. I'm going to start a new meeting and then I will join you guys back. All right. Sorry for this. It's just 40 minutes bullshit. So I'll join you guys back.